Over the years here at Survival on Purpose, I've been on somewhat of a quest to find the perfect throwing knife, at least a perfect budget throwing knife. And we've looked at a lot of different ones. Today, we're going to take a look at a couple of others that are really low budget, but I think have a potential to be really good knives. We're talking about the Cold Steel Mini Flight Sport and the Cold Steel Sure Flight Sport. One's a little bigger than the other. We're going to take a look at both these and see how aerodynamically balanced they are coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video, where every Saturday we take a look at something sharp. In this case, something pointy. And you may be wondering, what in the world does throwing knives have to do with survival or camping or general preparedness? And I do think it's potentially a reasonably useful tactical type skill. Maybe I know that some people really look at it as a martial art. To me, it's just good plain fun, and I suppose it could come in handy in a rare emergency. If you've ever read Travis McGee books, in one of the books he uses some little knife throwing technique to get himself out of a jam. So if you haven't read those, I highly recommend them. They're a great series of books by John McDonald. So anyway, as I said, today we're going to take a look at these two knives. I bought these from Big Daddy Unlimited, which is a good segue to thank Big Daddy Unlimited for sponsoring these Sharp Saturday videos. And the way they do that is, if you check out Big Daddy Unlimited at survivalonpurpose.com/BDU and join the membership site for just 99 cents, so you can see all the prices, kind of get in the site, so to speak, and kind of check it out and see if you think it'll save you money. And if you think so, and you continue at the regular membership price of $10 a month or 99 bucks a year, they'll throw me a couple of bucks for introducing you. So if you save money, it helps support the channel, and it's a win-win. Again, that's survivalonpurpose.com/BDU. You can find out for just 99 cents. So there's that. Now let's take a look at these knives. First of all, just a quick rundown, and then we're gonna get to the practical testing part of this. So first of all, here is the Cold Steel Mini Flight Sport throwing knife. They got some really long names, but this one is just 6.4 ounces, has a blade thickness of 3.5 millimeters, 1055 carbon steel, which is kind of what you want in something you're going to beat all to pieces, and an overall length of 10 inches. The MSRP on this Mini Flight Sport is 13 bucks. I paid $7 for these on Big Daddy Unlimited, and I bought a couple of them so we could not walk back and forth as much. Moving up in size just a little bit, this is the Cold Steel Sure Flight Sport, and it weighs 8.2 ounces, so a little bit heavier, same thickness, 3.5 millimeters, same 1055 carbon steel, and this one is 2 inches longer at 12 inches, so there's the difference if you can see. And the MSRP on this one is 16 bucks. Again, I paid $7 for this one on Big Daddy Unlimited. But something I really like about every Cold Steel throwing knife that I've messed with is, if you look at the tip on this thing, let me just show you that. All these have a really sharp, pointy tip. And if you're trying to learn to throw, you want it to stick, right? I mean, that's kind of gives you the satisfaction. And a sharp, pointy tip is going to help it stick, because sometimes if some of the knives I've looked at have had, like, the tip was wide, it really wasn't sharpened down all the way. And these things are not designed to be cutting implements. They're just throwing. So, I mean, but that does have an edge. And so the better edge it has, the more stickability it has. So the more success you're going to have sticking it. And it's going to be less discouraging. I mean, because if you just throw and it never sticks, it gets discouraging. So anyway, I do think it's a really fun hobby. And there's several different styles. There's a no-spin style where basically the knife just kind of goes like this and does not rotate, other than just kind of straightening it out. I usually throw by the handles and go for a 360 spin, which is 100, all the way around. You can throw them by the blade sometimes and get a 180 spin, or you can do whatever you want. There's certainly a case to be made for doing the no spin, that you don't have to worry as much about distance, but I just do what I do. So anyway, we'll get the old balance, orientation, and rotation device in view, and we'll see how well these things throw. Okay, it's time to do a little practical testing here at the cutting-edge scientific testing facility at our worldwide headquarters here at Survival on Purpose, where we like to use the balance, orientation, and rotation device to test the aerodynamic balance of many fixed blade knives, especially throwing knives. So let me get Kuma out of the way and we'll commence the testing. Come here, Kuma. Go get it, go get it. All right, we'll start with the small ones. Whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe a little calibration needed. A little better. Now the bigger ones. Oh, I like the bigger ones better, but you knew that already, didn't you? I think this one must have hit something, a nail. It's got a little bit of chip off the very end of it, but the other ones are all good. But that's why I like these really sharp ones, because they just stick in better. So let's try again. We'll try the small ones again first. Oop. Oop. So let's try just a little bit of no spin, because I'll be honest with you, you know, when I'm trying to go to sleep at night, some people count sheep. Literally, I throw knives in my imagination. So I don't know what that says about me, but anyway, what I've seen, I'm not expert at this. You want to kind of, when you throw it, you want to drag your finger across it to keep it from over rotating. So let's try it and see. Kuma's killed another one. As you can see, those all stuck in like this, so they came close to over rotating. So let's try a little better. No, get back, Kuma. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. You gotta go get it. Go get it. Go get it. We're gonna give it one more set of throws, and then I'll kind of wrap this up, because you can stand here and watch me throw and hit or miss all day long, and you probably don't want to watch that. So we'll start with the short one again, the smaller one. I'm gonna move a little bit closer with these. Did not get enough spin on it. Now the larger ones. When they do sink in, they're sinking in about, you can see about that deep right there. So let's try one more time. I'm trying to get one where all four stick, but I'm not succeeding. Come here, Kuma. Go back. Come here, buddy. Go. Oh, I got all four, so we're going to call this one complete. Okay, so got all four of them in, as you can see, and I got to say, just look how far this thing stuck in. So this little one stuck in literally that far. And they're sticking in good. Even the one that's got kind of, I hit something with the tip. I don't know what I hit with it. I might have just hit something embedded in there. I don't know, but I got to say, for a budget throwing knife, between $16 MSRP for the big ones and $13 for the small ones. And again, I paid $7 a piece for them on Big Daddy Unlimited. I prefer the big ones. For me anyway, 12-inch ones are easier to throw than the 10-inch ones. They just have a little more mass to them. They just seem to throw a little better, but they all throw really well. And like I said, as far as budget throwing knives go, so far, the ones from Cold Steel that I've checked out have all been the best ones that I've seen. So if you're looking, want to just something to play around with, to hone your skills, to practice with, these are I like them because they're symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which way you hold them. They're going to be they're really well made. The handles are smooth enough and small enough, and the weight's kind of towards the end. So if you're practicing the no spin technique, it's going to be easier to use with these than some of the weird ones. And again, especially the number one thing I like about them is they have even with the point broken off on this one, it is better. And just the very tip of it's broken. But even with that broken, it's better than 90% of the other throwing knives that I've seen as far as stickability. So that's the Cold Steel. This one is the Cold Steel SureFlight Sport, And this one, other one is the Cold Steel Mini Flight Sport. And these are, again, these are made in China, but they're the Cold Steel budget line. Cold Steel makes some pretty expensive throwers, but these are not those, but they work pretty good. So I hope this has been helpful. I really appreciate you watching me bang around these knives onto my balance, orientation, and rotation device. And I really sincerely appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.